Dear students, I welcome you all to the lesson Applications of Plant Cell Culture in Crop Improvement. We will start with the introduction. Plant tissue culture comprises a set of in vitro techniques, methods, and strategies that are part of the group of technologies called plant biotechnology. Tissue culture has been exploited to create genetic variability from which crop plants can be improved, to improve the state of health of the planted material, and to increase the number of desirable germplasms available to the plant breeder. Germplasm are living genetic resources such as seeds or tissues that are maintained for the purpose of plant breeding, preservation, and other research uses. Tissue culture protocols are available for most crop species, although continued optimization is still required for many crops, especially cereals and woody plants. Tissue culture techniques in combination with molecular techniques have been successfully used to incorporate specific traits through gene transfer. In vitro techniques for the culture of protoplasts, anther, microspores, ovules, and embryos have been used to create new genetic variation in the breeding lines, often via haploid production. Haploid is the term used when a cell has the half the usual number of chromosomes. इसका मतलब है कि जो आपके पास टिश्यू कल्चर टेक्नोलॉजी है उसके बहुत सारी क्रॉप की वैरायटीज़ इस तरह की हैं कि जिनके लिए ऑप्टिमाइज्ड प्रोटोकॉल्स अवेलेबल हैं, लेकिन विथ टाइम और अकॉर्डिंग टू द अवेलेबल कंडीशन उनमें ऑप्टिमाइजेशन की ज़रूरत अभी भी है. और टिश्यू कल्चर की टेक्निक कम्बिनेशन उसका होता है जब मॉलिक्यूलर टेक्निक्स के साथ, तो वहाँ पर बहुत सारे डिज़ायर्ड ट्रेट्स जो हैं वो जीन ट्रांसफ़र के थ्रू ऑब्टेन किए जा सकते हैं. इसी तरह से जितनी भी जेनेटिक वेरिएशंस हैं वो भी बहुत सारे प्लांट्स में देखी जा सकती हैं बाय यूजिंग डिफरेंट टिश्यू कल्चर एंड मॉलिक्यूलर टेक्निक्स. Cell culture has also produced somaclonal and gametoclonal variants with crop improvement potential. Somaclonal variation is the variation seen in plants that have been produced by plant tissue culture. Chromosomal rearrangements are an important source of this type of variation. Gametoclonal variation has been defined as the variation among plants regenerated from gametic cells in culture. The culture of single cells and meristem can be effectively used to eradicate pathogens from planting material and thereby dramatically improve the yield of established cultivars. Large-scale micropropagation laboratories are providing millions of plants for the commercial ornamental market and the agricultural colonially propagated crop market, with selected laboratory material typically taking 1 or 2 decades to reach the commercial market through plant breeding. This technology can be expected to have an ever-increasing impact on crop improvement as we approach the new decade. Now we will discuss few applications. The applications of various tissue culture approaches to crop improvement are breeding and biotechnology, wide hybridization, haploidy, somaclonal variation, micropropagation, synthetic seeds, pathogen eradication, germplasm preservation. Now we will discuss plant breeding and biotechnology. Plant breeding can be conveniently separated into two activities: manipulating genetic variability and plant evaluation. Historically, selection of plants was made by simple harvesting the seeds from those plants that performed best in the field. In spite of the general lack of integration of most plant biotechnology and plant breeding programs, field trials of transgenic plants have been recently become much more common. More than 50 different plant species have already been genetically modified either by vector dependent, that is agrobacterium, or vector independent, that is biolistic, micro injection and liposome methods. जो जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन है प्लांट्स के केस में वो दो तरह से की जा सकती है, और 50 से ज़्यादा स्पीशीज़ जो हैं प्लांट की वो जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड हो चुकी हैं. और इस जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशंस के आपके पास दो तरीके हैं. एक आपके पास वेक्टर डिपेंडेंट है जिसमें एग्रोबैक्टीरियम मीडिएटेड जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन होती है, और दूसरा आपके पास वेक्टर इंडिपेंडेंट है जिसमें आपके पास बायोलिस्टिक मेथड, माइक्रो इंजेक्शन या फिर लाइपोसोम मेथड यूज़ किया जाता है. In almost all cases, some types of tissue culture technology has been used to recover the modified cells or tissues. In fact, tissue culture technique have played a major role in the development of plant genetic engineering. Tissue culture will continue to play a key role in genetic engineering process for the predictable future, especially in different gene transfer and transgenic plant recovery. Wide hybridization. A critical requirement for crop improvement is the introduction of new genetic material into the cultivated lines of interest, whether via single genes through genetic engineering or multiple genes through conventional hybridization or tissue culture techniques. Haploids. Haploid plants have the gametophytic one half of the normal number of chromosomes. They are of interest to plant breeders because they allow the expression of simple recessive genetic traits or mutated recessive genes, and becomes double haploids can be used immediately as homozygous breeding lines. The efficiency in producing homozygous breeding lines via double in vitro produced haploids represents significant saving in both time and cost compared with other methods. Somoclonal variations. In addition to the variants, mutants, cell lines, and plants obtained as a result of the application of a selective agent in the presence or absence of mutagens, many variants have been obtained through tissue culture cycle itself. These homoclonal variants, which are dependent on the natural variation in a population of cells, may be genetic or epigenetic and are usually observed in regenerated plantlets. यानी कि ये जो somoclonal variations हैं, these variations may be seen due to genetic modification और epigenetic modification. जेनेटिक आपके पास वेरिएशन या मॉडिफिकेशन वो होती है जो कि जेनेटिक मटेरियल यानी कि डीएनए के अंदर होती है, और एपिजेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन होती है एनी टाइप ऑफ मॉडिफिकेशन विच इज मेड अदर देन जेनेटिक मटेरियल. Micropropagation. During the last 30 years, it has become possible to regenerate plantlets from explant and callus from all types of plants. As a result, laboratory-scale micropropagation protocols are available for a wide range of species, and at present, micropropagation is the widest use of plant tissue culture technology. Micropropagation, the propagation of plants by growing plantlets in tissue culture and then planting them out. यानी कि पहले उनको कल्चर के ऊपर ग्रो किया जाता है और फिर उनको नॉर्मल कंडीशन के ऊपर पूरे का पूरा प्लांट जो है वो ग्रो करवाया जाता है. Synthetic seed. Synthetic seed can be defined as the artificial encapsulation of somatic embryo, shoot, bud, or aggregates of cells or any tissue which has the ability to form a plant in vitro. The use of synthetic seeds as an improvement on more traditional micropropagation protocols in facultatively propagated crops may in the long term have a cost saving and labor intensive step of transferring plants from in vitro to soil. Field conditions may be overcome. Pathogen eradication. Crop plants, especially vegetatively propagated varieties, are generally infected with pathogens. Strawberry plants, for example, are susceptible to over 60 viruses and mycoplasma, and this often requires the early replacement of mother plant. The excision and culture of apical meristem, coupled with therm or chemotherapy, have been successfully employed to produce virus-free and generally pathogen-free material for micropropagation. Germplasm preservation. Germplasm is living tissue from which new plants can be grown. It can be a seed or another plant part, a leaf, a piece of stem, pollen, or even just a few cells that can be turned into a whole plant. Germplasm contain the information for a species genetic makeup, a valuable natural resource of plant diversity. Here, this lesson is ended. In the coming lessons, we will discuss the remaining content of this course. Thank you.